Hey guys, welcome to El Earth Angel 50. I have another quick message here for you guys. Let's start off with the prayer of protection. The light God surrounds me, love God enfolds me, the power of God protects me, and the presence of God watches over me. Wherever I am, God is, and hopefully with all of you. Alright, so I have some cards I shuffled right before I got ready to turn the camera back on. Alright. So somebody in the energy here could have some very animated eyes. I know my eyes be talking. Okay, let me put this card away. We don't need that anymore. Okay, somebody could have a tooth gap. All right. I know I do on the side. No, I don't have. I'm missing any teeth except my wisdom teeth, y'all. But I do have a gap on the side. Never did get a chance to get any braces. But it's okay. Maybe one day. Somebody here could have braces. All right. Somebody's definitely in my energy have a tooth gap. Okay, somebody's very powerful, and that doesn't mean in a negative way. Like they just know who they are. They feel powerful within themselves. Doesn't mean that they have a powerful position. They're just a very powerful individual. You could stand firm on what you believe in. That's being powerful. Doesn't mean you have power or control over other people. You could be very influential. Somebody here in the energy, very powerful. Somebody could like to wear red. Okay, red attire comes out quite a bit. Somebody could like to wear red. Somebody bald here. Okay. Someone clean shaven. Okay. And somebody could have green eyes. Again, doesn't have to be their natural eye color, but it very well could be. All right, somebody with green eyes. All right. And again, put the genders where they need to go for you guys' situation. All right, I have a pre-pulled message here. This won't be long at all. The other one was a little bit longer than expected, but this one won't be long at all. Okay. Fixing them. You can't fix someone. They have to want to change and accept them or let them go. Okay, and this is kind of, I feel like we'll kind of tie into the longer message. I'm gonna just say that. So you guys will be getting several messages, but one of them is ran kind of long, and this is tying into that message because I said somebody left. They went MIA. They don't want to be found. They probably could have stuck around longer than they needed to in a situation trying to help, thinking that they were going to be able to fix someone or change someone. No, baby, you can't fix someone. They have to want to fix themselves. Okay, it's like either accept them or let them go. All right, and you see how there's some things broken here. The relationship could have been broke a long time ago. Something is not able to be repaired. All right, somebody has a fear of loneliness. Maybe that's why you stayed so long in a situation. You stayed in bad relationships because you are lonely. Be okay with being by yourself. I have been single and celibate for a long time. So you don't have a problem receiving. I think some of you may do for trust issues, but some of you don't have a problem receiving in new relationships. It's just you don't want any trickiness. You don't want any foolery. Okay. I'm not alone. I don't have a fear of loneliness. Maybe once upon a time, maybe I did back when I was younger, but not anymore. Okay. I never really kind of know if this looks like this person is, I don't know if this person is outside. I don't know. My interpretation of it, you see that kind of person, shadowy figure in the background. There's a couple inside. Looks like what they might be sitting inside of a bar or restaurant. And there's someone on the other end of that. I don't know if you guys can really see that because there's kind of a glare from my light. But you see this person here, this person right here, and they look like they're kind of sitting alone thinking. That could be the person I'm talking about. And they stayed in situations out of fear of loneliness. All right. Okay, sorry about that, guys. My son had to ask me something. Okay, I feel like this is kind of like a relationship. I think that's what I'm gonna label this one, just a quick relationship message of what could have been blocking somebody in having positive relationships. You may have had relationships, but none of them were positive. Okay. Here I'm picking up on an energy of someone who may have declined on someone because they were not their type. Now, this could have very well been for good reason, okay? You could even enter into some sort of connection with someone. And this, again, it doesn't, remember, these relationship messages, they don't always have to mean that they're romantic. It just could be a friend that you encountered or someone you thought was going to be a friend. But you discovered over time this person's not really your type, you know, because, again, I do feel like this is a continuation of some of the other messages because I was getting like a mean girl, mean guy. Not really good people for you to be around, all right? Be open to different types of people because you may be surprised at who you find. So that may actually happen for some of you where people that you would not, it could even be someone that's younger than you or older than you that you could come across, and they could actually, for somebody, I just heard the word godsend. Somebody could literally be a godsend for someone, okay? And it's not necessarily saying this is someone that comes from a religious background, but they could really be like a godsend for you because even though this would typically not be someone that you would end up feeling like you would connect with, you will, okay? Because you have, you know, I'd like to think that we're a lot more alike than we are different as people. Okay, you could just spark up, someone could end up sparking up a conversation with you. Okay, and you'd be pleasantly surprised. Okay, and for someone, this could have been a relationship situation where it could be this person that went MIA because they're like, what type of person is this here? This is not anybody that I want to be connected to. You could have started meeting some of this person's friends, and you just got this whole vibe all of a sudden like, this may not be exactly where I need to be. Okay, so introspective. I got that word in one of the messages here that I did more recently. Just taking time to think about your own thoughts and feelings and discovering what is for you and what is not. Okay, hiding feelings here. You need to express how you feel to the one you love. Oh, it's a typo on here. Let me read it for myself first before I read it aloud to you guys, because I think I found a typo on this one. Yeah, they wrote two, or they typed two on there twice when it should only be on there once. Look, that's the teacher in me, y'all. Always good at catching these errors. You need to express how you feel to the one you love to see how they feel in return. Somebody could be hiding their feelings, okay? Like, y'all, I cannot. Like, once I'm starting to realize, something here is just not right. I mean, why continue to hide that if that's what you're truly feeling? Look, I started singing that song, TKO. And you better let it go. Looks like another love. TKO. So if it's over, it's just over. If the feeling is not there, if the feeling is not mutual, why drag it out? Why play with somebody like that? To me, that's playing with somebody's emotions. Right? Somebody may have like their feelings all bottled up, let it go. Let your emotions flow. And that doesn't mean that you have to have this big blowout. Or if the person is not wanting to receive what you're saying, sometimes people can't accept what it is you're saying or how you're feeling. You may just need to make the decision for yourself, okay? Because I do feel like there's a sense of anger on someone's part. And it's just like, why? Or someone may even have some bottled up anger about something. This could even be from the past. It's, like I said, for everybody's situation, this doesn't have to be anything romantic. It could be a friend. You could have let somebody out of your life a long time ago, and there could be somebody that still have bottled up anger. That sounds like a personal problem to me, because I don't walk around holding on to. I'm not a vengeful person. I'm not an angry person. I'm not saying that you don't get angry, but you don't hold on to anger either. Or if you're in someone's energy, or you have to be around someone and they start to anger you, you know how to go on. Okay, without it having to be a big thing. Even if it starts to boil over, you know how to simmer down, okay? You know how to simmer down. But there are some people, I feel like they still need to learn that. They don't know how to do that. They don't know how to pipe down. They don't know how to simmer down. Somebody could be always on 100, okay? Somebody could be always amped up. You could even work in a highly exhilarating job, or a job where it's kind of always like that, like where it's always high paced. That could even contribute to somebody's inability to simmer down or pipe down, because you work in a I don't know why I'm picking up on that. Could be someone here in the energy that you are always on, not just 10, 100, because you work. It's your environment. If it's not also your work, it could just be your environment. And I'm kind of guided to take a little bit from this true emotional here, because I'm getting that, like I'm feeling like there's some strong feelings here. Y'all, why when I split the deck though, it says pop the question. Somebody could have even refused somebody's proposal, okay? If it wasn't a refusal, it was, I need time. Okay, so someone may not want to rush into something, and whoever you are, if that happens to you, I wouldn't take that as a negative. That's just this person. They're taking time to think about their own feelings and emotions. They didn't say no. I feel like that for somebody. They just weren't sure, or they need more time. They need time to think about it. All right. We got some running. There could be a couple that's thinking about running away together or something. This is gonna be kind of like eloping, possibly. Keeping people out their business. Nothing wrong with that. I did get something in the last message too, about a couple that wants to keep their stuff more on the low. Okay, and for a good reason. Nowadays, look, these cards, did I shuffle them good enough? Married, okay? They might already be married and people don't even know. Okay, I don't know who that's for, but shout out to y'all, okay? Shout out to y'all. Anything else here, Spirit, you need us to know about any relationships here? Secret. And this isn't even necessarily a bad thing. Someone is just keeping their situation private, and it may be very well for good reason, like, because people do try to interfere. The Saboteur card came out here, Destroyer. People trying to destroy things that are meant to be beautiful, because being married, being in a committed relationship doesn't have to be ugly. For some of you, have already experienced the ugliness of those types of relationships. Okay. Anything else here that we need to know, Spirit, when it comes to any type of relationships here? Someone here, secure, confident, boss bee, career focused. Okay. Someone could actually really love that about you. Okay. Because sometimes certain people can view that as a negative in relationships. Like if they feel like their female counterpart is too secure, too confident, career focused, but there could be a male that really, really loves that about you, and that may even be why this person wanted to pop the question here. All right. And I did pick up on some celebrity energy, so it could be y'all a new celebrity couple that don't nobody know nothing about. So, look, she said, let's keep it on the hush. Keep it on the hush, okay? And then here, we got true colors, right? This may be why someone is pausing answering a question, because they may have saw something, okay, that they may need more time, okay? Someone may have shown their true colors in a situation, and now they're second guessing whether or not they're in the right situation. Doesn't mean that these people are married, but they could be in a new, because I got some on, it's like new couple, power couple, okay? Potential power couple, even I'm hearing potential. There's potential there, but there's could be some questions here. And it could really have something to do here. Look, now I said, where was that at? Secret. We just had the secrets card here, but then we got secret account. So that could even have been what someone is having to pause for, because there may be something about some sort of secret accounts that they didn't know about. Now, the kind of secret account that I'm getting, there may be a reason for that while it may be strange, I'm telling you, there's going to be a logical explanation to whatever the secret account is, because it may be something that this person didn't even create. All right. So I'm just trying to let y'all know, it's so much strange happenings nowadays that's why it's so great to have communication, open communication, so you can find out things, get a clearer understanding for something, okay? Because that sometimes be part of the destruction and the sabotaging as well. People not having all of the proper information. These cards are falling all over the place. Somebody could really feel like that, like things are falling apart, okay? And then for other people, they feel like things are finally coming together. So I hope that you're on the more positive end of that, because I'm picking up a little bit of both here with this message. But that's it, you guys. Just a real quick relationship message that I was getting here. All right, and I am wishing you all the best, and I hope that when these messages find you, that they are meaningful for you guys in some sort of way, and that they help you. This is never meant to make anybody feel horrible. It's just really to give you some sort of clarity. And I'm gonna go back to only doing these messages every so often, because it does take a lot of effort to get the messages to you, time and effort. And I still need help with a lot of things. I'm not one that, oops, just trying to shuffle them, trying to put them back. But of course, cards want to fall out. Closing this cycle. I'm just trying to shuffle these cards and put them back, guys. Let me see what this is that fell up under the table. Hold on. What's that? Phony, trickster, illusion, fairy tale. I'm telling you, somebody's thinking they need to just pause for a moment because something they're not. Let me put these cards down before cards still keep coming out of here. Yeah, someone is feeling like you may be tricking them. Okay, they're thinking that they finally have something real, and someone is getting they can feel it, they can sense it, they can see it. So if y'all out here coming towards people, come correct or don't come at all. Period. All right. Be a man about yours. Be a woman about yours. Start doing things in a more. I'm not telling y'all what to do. It's what's coming up in the energy. What's coming up in the message. I can't tell you guys what to do. All right. You definitely can get advice from others if you want to get spiritual guidance. That's all fine and dandy. You could go to a therapist, but at the end of the day, ultimately, you need to make the decision that is best for you. Okay, so some of you may have some hard decisions to make, but y'all, I'm hearing a Prince song, but I can't pick up on which one it is. I just keep hearing "Let a man be a man," but the man being a man doesn't mean that the man is being forceful or overpowering, but knowing how to lead positively. Okay, it's not about trying to force or hurt or harm the family. Someone that really knows how to step up to the plate and doing that for themselves first and foremost before they can do that for a group of people, whether that be in the workplace or on the home front. Okay? And that's it. That's the final message I got. Okay. Now, do I have another one in me? Because I do have. I got 2 more people messages. Because on the days again where I don't post anything, any messages, they still be flowing. They ain't never gonna be able to stop the flow. But I've definitely been trying to be more mindful about how I present them to you. Okay. And again, I also try to be clear. If it's me inserting my opinion, I really try to keep my opinion out of it. But if I do say my opinion on things here, I try to be clear that it's my opinion. But for the most part, you guys, when I do these messages, they're coming directly from the Holy Spirit. This Bible promise book has been giving me a lot of messages, and everybody's welcome here on the channel. You don't have to have the same belief system as your reader or messenger, you know, but you could get something out of these messages, and that's if they find you. So if you happen across this, you never know, it might help you or enlighten you or give you something to ponder on. You know, you never know. You never know. But that's been the message. I so appreciate you guys. If you do find me, I know they're trying to block certain individuals' content, being real low down, don't want certain people to be monetized. I'm not saying that I gave up, but I made a channel. Somebody did something to that one. I made this one. I'm like, I'm not going to keep making channels. Like, people have really done the most, wanting me to have to run in circles. I'm not doing that, but anyone who wants to have a negative form of control over another person, you'll see how far that gets you. Okay, it's not good. Not good to be trying to be out here controlling others. Let people live and flow, breathe, live, and do them. Okay, love and blessings.